our meal planning process. As you know, we are a family of 5 and life gets busy. Our schedules are all over the place. And this is my process that I go through to make my life just a little bit simpler. The calendar is always busy, but I believe in the value of family meals together at the dinner table, but even more so the importance of nutrition in our lives. The physical well-being, the neurological well-being, even the emotional well-being are all so greatly affected by nutrition, which is why it is such a focus for my family. But when I'm flying by the seat of my pants, as I was doing for many, many years, nutrition just tends to take a back seat for the sake of convenience. That's why I have worked so hard to come up with a meal plan that actually works for our family. We fiddled around with a bunch of different systems, but once we found one that worked, we stuck to it. And so this is one we've been consistently doing for almost 3 months now, and guess what? I no longer dread dinner time. What? Do you currently meal plan? Do you feel like you're fumbling around to create a system that works, or maybe you haven't started to begin with? Let me know in the comments where you're at, but regardless of what it is, please stick around because I'm going to show you exactly my system, what I use, and how you can implement it in your own life to simplify. Let's get to it. The first step is to make a plan. Now, I actually wrote out a detailed blog describing what we eat in a typical week. Our secret weapon is honestly just that we have a specific plan for each day of the week. But the key is you need a plan to begin with. You can find the link to that post in the description box below, so go check it out. Maybe it'll inspire you as you're coming up with your own schedule. The second step is to stock up on groceries. Now, because our meals are more or less the same each week, it's really easy for us to take stock of what's in the cupboard and stock up on things at Costco so that our week-to-week grocery runs are mostly just produce shopping. Fresh produce is the main thing that I need today. So I made a list, and Cal and I are gonna head to Publix to go stock up on groceries. Is that a balloon? What do you say? Take your thing out. Say thank you. Always blowing kisses. Oh, so nice. A balloon. What are these? Raisins? Are those your faves? Now we're just on the hunt for pickles and then we can leave. Do you know how hard it is to find clean pickles? We might have to look at the farmer's market, but we'll check here first. Yeah? Because Kata really wants them, doesn't she? All right, let's see what we can find. Calcium chloride, that's what we are trying to go without. Okay, buddy, are we ready to go inside and put the groceries away? Can you be my big helper? You need me to hold the balloon? What do you say? Okay. The third step is to figure out the order in which you're going to make things. Typically I just wing it, but since I'm kind of working on my time management skills, I'm trying to really slow down and plan accordingly. Today I know that my banana bread and my meatballs have the longest cooking time, so that's probably where I should start. But that being said, my ground turkey, I didn't really take out of the freezer soon enough, so that's gonna need some more time to defrost. So I figured I could get started on the banana bread and the other stuff and actually work on the meatballs and plan them to be done at dinner time. Because it is our pasta night, we could have some of those meatballs when they're hot and ready to eat for dinner, and then we can put the rest of them in the freezer for our next meal. To prepare all my veggies at once. I like to cut them all up and put them in their different bowls for the different recipes, and that way it makes the actual cook time go a little bit quicker for me. All right, so I've got the veggies all cut up. This is for the breakfast burritos. It's bell peppers and onions, and this is for Greek salad. So we've got cucumber, tomatoes, and onions, and then this is just a bunch of sweet potatoes cut up so that I can, if you have cooked with sweet potatoes before, you know they are a pain in the butt to cut up. So I figure if I get them cut up ahead of time, then I'm more likely to use them this week for, you know, breakfast hash or even just putting in a quinoa bowl. So that's what that's for. Got my butter over here melting. We're gonna get started on breakfast burritos. In true Megan fashion, I ran out of wax paper. So I've got a bunch of leftover burrito mixture that I can't use right now, but I figured the easiest solution is I'll pop this in the fridge till tomorrow morning, and I'll make a couple fresh breakfast burritos for the kids to eat in the morning, and then the rest will pop in the freezer. Look at me problem solving. Woo! Most of the meals I'm showing you today aren't actual recipes, but just kind of things that I know my family loves. But if there's any in particular you're interested in and you would like me to maybe do a more detailed post about that down the road, let me know which ones in the comments, because I totally would do that for you. All right, I've got the breakfast burritos going, and I took 2 cans of chickpeas, and I'm gonna roast them in the oven with some seasoning and olive oil. I love to put these on salads and in quinoa bowls and stuff like that. So by roasting a bunch of them and having them in the fridge, I'm good to go. Make sure you label everything. I always keep a Sharpie on hand to label the freezer bags, because chances are once it's frozen, you won't necessarily remember what's in the bag. And if you do, maybe you won't remember how to cook it. So better to be safe than sorry. All right, so I added all of my Greek veggies in here with a can of rinsed chickpeas. And I brought some olive oil and red wine vinegar and Greek seasoning in here. So now we can just take this and either eat it on its own, or we can pour it over actual like romaine for a real salad. There's lots of options with it. Well, I could fit most of it back into the container, but I made a lot. So I mean, what is a girl to do? Lunch. Step number 6 is to have a backup plan. Let's face it, even with our best intentions, life happens. I mean, your toddler could have a meltdown, an appointment could run late, kids could have 5,000 homework assignments, get caught talking to the neighbor outside and lose track of time, forget to defrost your meat. The list could go on and on. Make peace with the fact that it's not always going to work out like you planned. And if you have some backup options ready to rock, it's gonna make it less stressful when that does happen. So for example, we always keep those Kirkland 4-pack of cheese Costco pizzas in the freezer. I know they heat up in like 11 minutes and they're pretty freaking clean ingredients. So I feel pretty good about those on backup nights, but we also have grilled cheese or quesadillas or even breakfast for dinner as a backup plan in case things just don't go like we had hoped. So let's be honest, I might have bit off more than I can chew today. I had very ambitious plans for meal planning and I'm starting to run out of time. I still wanted to make meatballs, but they have to cook for at least an hour and it's already almost 5. So I'm not sure if those are gonna happen, but I do feel really great about the stuff that I have accomplished. So we're just gonna keep pressing on until I run out of energy. Hopefully my coffee will give me the boost I need. All right, so I decided to go ahead and do the meatballs, even if it means dinner's a little bit late. Ideally, I wouldn't do all of this in one day, or if I did, it would be on a Sunday when my husband's home to entertain the kids. But already in it, so I might as well just go. So this is my meatballs that I'm making. So I've got to mix it all together and form it. Having an extra cook in the kitchen too would help because you could obviously get twice as much done. I've done this before, like when my mom's in town, and we'll do it like before Kellen was born. My mom was in town and we did this together and got a ton of food prepped. This is why I love this recipe. They simmer in chicken broth and it just makes them so juicy and wonderful. And here's what I ended up making today. So these are 2 bags of breakfast burritos that are going in the freezer, along with the extra that's going in the fridge for breakfast tomorrow.
roasted chickpeas. I have a Greek salad on top and chopped up sweet potatoes for ease of use this week. And 2 loaves of banana bread. Feel pretty dang good about what we got accomplished.
I hope today's video gave you some inspiration, whether you're trying to revamp your meal plan or start from scratch. Starting is the hardest part, so just do it. And I'm here for you. If you need some encouragement, just let me know. Thank you so much for meal planning with me today. If you enjoyed this video, you'd really help me out by giving me a thumbs up. And if you found this video helpful, maybe share it with a friend. Who knows, maybe it will help them out as well. Maybe they'll feel the same way as you. And as always, if you are new around here, we would love if you would subscribe and come hang out with us again. All right, see you next week.